Good morning, counseling and mental health classes. My name is Miguel Valdez, or I think you should know that by now if you're in my class. But it's 6:34 on January 13th, and this is your video update with your new assignment that is coming. Okay, and so just to recap, the assignment that you should have turned in already was on Google Classroom, and it was your vision board assignment. And then, so just for an example, I can go to period 2 for counseling mental health classwork. And where is it? You could have turned in your vision board assignment right here under January 11th through the 14th. Many of you submitted it last week, which I appreciate. Some of you submitted it under daily progress, and some of you submitted it right here. So if you haven't done that, remember you lose 2 points, or not 2 points, 10 points for every day that it's not submitted. Okay. And then there were some video instructions and a presentation assignment via Flipgrid to present your vision board. Okay. And your vision board you didn't have to show your vision board while you presented. But yeah, that's that. We're moving forward now. So let me talk about our next assignment, okay? And so I have not posted it on there, but it looks like this. It is creating a Google ePortfolio for mental disorders. So we're going to spend quite some time talking about mental disorders, and you're going to create an ePortfolio in your Google Drive that can be shared with me. And then this is where we're going to organize all the information that we learn about in regards to mental disorders. So objective. Students will create an ePortfolio in their Google Drive. This ePortfolio will be relevant to mental disorders. Within this ePortfolio will be information in regards to the many forms and types of mental disorders. Okay. Directions. Step 1. First, students should watch the instructional video below to visually see how the ePortfolio will be created, structured, and shared with me. So that's what this video is. Okay. So there's going to be a link right here, and it's this video that I'm making right now. Your ePortfolio will be titled Mental Health Conditions. First letter of your first name, last letter of and your last name, and then your class period. So let me show you what that is. So if I go to my Google Drive, I'm pretending like I'm a student, right? And so if I were a student, I'd check my phone, and then the teacher would get on to me, and I had to put away my phone, and then I'd get onto my Google Drive, right? And so in Google Drive, you can create folders. So this is my Google Drive, and I've created several folders. Okay. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking this early. So you're going to create a mental health conditions folder. And the way that you do that is if you're on your computer, you are going to right click, or if you have a Mac, you'll double click and you'll do new folder. Okay. And then when you do new folder, you can type it in. And so it would be mental health conditions. It would be your first letter of your first name, which is mine is Miguel, period, Valdez. So my whole last name. And then let's pretend I am in period 2. Okay. And I would hit create. And so that's what I did right here. Okay. And so that's that folder. Now within this folder are going to be a whole bunch of different folders in regards to mental health conditions. Okay. If you don't have a computer and you're watching on your phone, I'm going to show you real quick. Okay. So here's my phone. It might be a little tough. There's my babies. There's my girls. There's me. But I am going to go to my Google Drive. If you don't have Google Drive, you need to download it. So let me see. There it is right there, Google Drive. I'm going to click on it. Okay, there's Google Drive. I got to put my password in. Okay. Now, here's a whole bunch of folders, okay? To create a folder on Google Drive, there is a little plus sign right there. If I click that plus sign, then it'll allow me to See, create a folder. There's folder right there, and you do it that way, okay? The other thing is that you need to know, you see that little, it's called a waffle, a gray waffle right there. If you click on that, it'll rearrange your folders to look like that, which sometimes people like it like that, sometimes people like it the other way, okay? Now, on the computer, the way that you do that is, see right here where I am scrolling, if I click it, it'll organize my folders like this, okay? And you can organize it by last open, or you can organize it by alphabet, however you want to organize it, and you do that by that. I like mine like this, visually for me, okay? And so, and then I like mine to be by last open. And so my last open folder was mental health conditions. And so there's my folder right there. Let's go back to the worksheet. Okay, this video is going to be kind of long because there's a lot to go over. So that's step one. Watch the video link. Step two is you're going to title it, which we just talked about. And then, and here's an example right here. And then step three is within your mental health conditions folder, you will need to create 20 subfolders, okay? Here are all the subfolders. So we're going to talk about addiction to substance abuse, ADHD and ADD, Alzheimer's disease, anxiety, bipolar disorder, codependency, which that should have a little hyphen there, dementia, depression, phobias, schizophrenia, self-injury and harm, stress and suicide, and so many more. Okay, so there's 20 that I've chosen that we're going to talk about. Now you have to create those subfolders. So go back to your Google Drive, click on the mental health conditions folder that you created, and then you can right click again and start creating new folders. Okay, the cool thing about it is you see all my different pretty colors that I have on there. Now don't spend 45 years deciding which condition is going to have which color, but you can double click, or not double click, you can right click on it. You can rename the folder, or you can change the color, and then they have these folders right here. Not the folders, but they have these colors right here that you can change, okay? And so that's that. So your main job is, all you have to do is create these 20 folders. You're going to have one main folder and then these 20 subfolders with mental health conditions, okay? And we're going to spend, like I said, a couple months talking about those conditions. Let's go back to the assignment. Step 4, our students will need to share their mental health conditions folder with Mr. Valdez via my Gmail, okay? Which is right there. So let me show you how to do that. If you go back to your main folder, our little girl woke up. She looks like the Grudge in the morning, but she's beautiful. Layla, Faith, I'm making a video, so I'll have to talk to you in just a little bit. Okay, I love you. Sorry, but anyways, anyway, so you're gonna right click on this. Okay, you're gonna hit share, and it's gonna pop up. You do the same thing on your phone, and you're gonna type in miguel.valdez@gmail. It should populate on its own. Okay, you will actually be the owner, but when you share this with me, you can either allow me to edit, but I'm not going to edit anything really. I just want to see that you're putting the information into these folders as we continue to learn about it. Okay, and so you need to share that with me, which I believe was step 4. Okay, if you have any questions, you can always email me. I have a whole bunch of students email me all the time, and I'm really good at responding quickly. Your last thing is you need to complete the reflection questions below. Okay, and so which mental health conditions do you believe would be most sensitive to discuss or learn about, and why do you believe this? Which mental health conditions are you most interested in? And then, do you have any worry about studying any of these mental health conditions? Okay, and so I just want to let you know, yes, we are all human, and I have met many students. Of course, we all have stress. I've met suicidal students. I've met students and seen students with self-injury scars. I've actually met a schizophrenia student who I'm really close with, and she's now graduated, and she's an amazing individual. Personality disorders, depression, bipolar disorder and anxiety, and ADHD and ADD. Okay, so I've met students. These are not extremely uncommon. And so if some of this stuff is sensitive, I just want to make sure that you have support. And if you don't have support, I'll find support for you, or I'll be that support for you. Okay. And so um, answer these questions. That's your assignment. So you have today and partially tomorrow to get that done. And then we're going to start learning about all these disorders, which will be fun and interesting. And we'll learn about the fields related, like the jobs and the fields related to these disorders. We'll talk about treatment and all sorts of things. Okay. So I hope you have a blessed, beautiful day. I'm sorry that this video is long. I'm sorry that you saw my daughter and that she looked like the Grudge and things this morning, but she is the most beautiful girl in the world to me. So just because I'm calling her the Grudge, don't think that I mean it. Okay. We all look like the Grudge in the morning. I know you do. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.